In PHP, sorting associative arrays is an important skill because it allows us to organize data in a meaningful way. When we work with associative arrays, each element has a key and a value. Sometimes we want to sort the array based on the values, not the keys, and we want the highest values to appear first. This type of sorting is called descending order, and PHP provides a built-in function called arsort to perform this task. The arsort function sorts an associative array in descending order based on the values while keeping the keys connected to their original values. This is important because associative arrays store meaningful relationships, such as names paired with ages, product names paired with prices, or student names paired with marks. When we sort such an array, we must preserve these pairings. The arsort function ensures that only the order of the elements changes, not the structure of the key-value pairs. To understand this clearly, imagine the example shown in the image. We have an associative array named age, where each key represents a person's name and each value represents that person's age. The array contains Peter with age 35, John with age 37, and David with age 43. In its original form, the array is not arranged from highest to lowest age. To sort this array in descending order, we simply pass it into the arsort function like this, arsort age. When this function runs, PHP compares all the values in the array and rearranges the entries so that the highest number appears first, followed by the lower ones. After sorting, the output array places David with age 43 at the top because he has the highest value. Next comes John with age 37, and finally Peter with age 35, since he has the lowest value among the three. The important point is that the keys stay attached to their corresponding values throughout the sorting process. Nothing is lost or changed, only the order is rearranged based on the size of the values. In summary, the arsort function is used when you want to sort an associative array by values in descending order while keeping each key linked to its value. It is simple to use but extremely powerful when working with datasets where rankings, highest values, or reverse-ordered results are needed.
In PHP, the krsort function is used when we want to sort an associative array based entirely on its keys, but in descending order, meaning from Z to A or from highest key value to lowest. Unlike functions such as rsort, which sort based on the values, krsort focuses specifically on rearranging the array according to the alphabetical or numerical order of the keys themselves. This makes the function extremely useful when the names, labels, or identifiers associated with each value are more important than the values during the sorting process. To understand this clearly, imagine the associative array shown in the example. The array contains three key value pairs: Peter with age 35, John with age 52, and David with age 43. These entries are not sorted by key in any particular order. When we apply the krsort age function, PHP examines only the keys, that is, the names Peter, John, and David, and rearranges the entire array based on reverse alphabetical order. It is important to note that krsort keeps every key directly connected to its corresponding value, meaning the data structure remains intact while only the order changes. After sorting, the array is displayed with Peter first because P comes latest among the three names, followed by John and then David, since D appears earlier in the alphabet. This reverse alphabetical arrangement is the result of descending key-based sorting. The values such as 35, 52, and 43 are not evaluated or compared during the sorting process. They only move because they belong to their respective keys. In simpler terms, the keys determine the order and the values follow their keys without affecting the sorting sequence. Overall, the krsort function is essential whenever you need to organize an associative array by key from highest to lowest while preserving the original key-value relationships. This is especially helpful in situations where sorted labels, names, or categories create a clearer or more meaningful output.
The rsort function is used to sort an indexed array in descending order, which means arranging the elements from the highest value to the lowest. When working with indexed arrays, the elements do not have named keys. Instead, they use numeric indexes, such as 0, 1, 2, and so on. Because of this, the sorting process simply rearranges the values themselves without having to maintain key-value relationships like associative arrays do. The rsort function is particularly useful when you want to reverse the typical alphabetical or numerical order and display items from greatest to least. In the example shown, the indexed array named student contains 3 elements: Peter, John, and David. These values are stored with automatic numeric indexes beginning from 0, meaning Peter is at index 0, John is at index 1, and David is at index 2. Before sorting, the values appear in the same order in which they were added to the array. When the rsort student function is applied, PHP examines the values alphabetically and rearranges them into descending alphabetical order. This means the word that appears later in the alphabet will come first after sorting. After rsort is applied, the new order of the array becomes Peter, followed by John, and then David. This happens because, alphabetically, Peter comes after John and David, making it the highest value in descending order. John becomes the next element, and David moves to the bottom because it appears earliest alphabetically. It is important to understand that rsort replaces the original numeric indexes with new ones starting from 0. Therefore, after sorting, Peter takes index 0, John takes index 1, and David takes index 2. This reindexing is automatic and expected when dealing with indexed arrays. In summary, the rsort function is used when you want to reverse the natural order of the elements in an indexed array and list them from highest to lowest. It is simple, efficient, and commonly used when handling names, numbers, or any sortable data where descending order is required. The function not only rearranges the values, but also resets their indexes to reflect the new order.
This educational guide provides a clear and structured overview of the most important foundational concepts in PHP programming. It visually organizes PHP fundamentals into 5 major areas: conditional statements, switch statements, loops, loop controls, arrays, and sorting functions. Each of these components plays a critical role in building dynamic and interactive PHP applications, and understanding them allows you to control the flow of a program, repeat tasks, store information, and organize data effectively. 1. Conditional statements. Conditional statements are the decision-making tools of PHP. They allow your program to choose which block of code should run based on specific conditions. The if statement checks whether a condition is true. If it is, the code inside the block will execute. The if-else statement expands this by providing an alternate block of code that runs when the condition is false. Finally, the if-else-if structure enables multiple layers of decision-making by testing several conditions in sequence, executing the first block whose condition is met. With these tools, PHP can react intelligently to changing data or user input. 2. Switch statement. The switch statement provides a cleaner and more efficient alternative to writing many if-else-if statements when checking the same variable against different possible values. The program compares the target value with a list of defined cases. When a match is found, the corresponding block of code runs. Each case typically ends with a break statement, which stops the switch execution once the correct block has been executed. If none of the cases match, the default case runs. This structure is ideal for menu systems, category selection, and other multi-path decisions. 3. Loops. Loops allow PHP to repeat blocks of code multiple times, making them essential for automation and handling repetitive tasks. The while loop continues running as long as its condition remains true. The do-while loop is similar, but it guarantees at least one execution before checking the condition. The for loop is commonly used when the number of iterations is known in advance. It includes initialization, condition checking, and increment or decrement steps. The foreach loop is designed for arrays. It iterates automatically through each element, giving you direct access to values without manual indexing. These looping structures make operations like processing lists, generating patterns, and manipulating data much more efficient. 4. Loop controls. Loop control statements allow you to alter the normal behavior of loops. The break statement stops the loop immediately no matter how many iterations remain.
It is often used when a certain condition has been met and no further looping is required. The continue statement skips only the current iteration and moves straight to the next one. This is useful when certain conditions require the program to ignore specific values but continue looping through the rest. These tools provide precise control over loop flow and help eliminate unnecessary processing. 5. Arrays. Arrays allow PHP to store multiple values in a single variable. This guide introduces the three main types. A numeric array uses number-based indexes to store values. An associative array uses named keys, allowing values to be accessed by meaningful labels rather than numbers. A multidimensional array contains arrays inside other arrays, enabling more complex data structures like tables and matrices. Arrays are the backbone of data handling in PHP, and they are used extensively in real-world applications. 6. Sorting functions. Sorting functions help organize array data in a structured way. Sort arranges values in ascending order. Rsort arranges values in descending order. Asort sorts values in ascending order while preserving their keys. Arsort sorts values in descending order, keeping keys attached. Ksort sorts arrays alphabetically by their keys in ascending order. Krsort performs the same task but in descending order. These functions make it easier to manage and display sorted data, whether you are sorting numbers, names, or any type of information stored in arrays. This guide offers a modern and simplified overview of essential PHP building blocks. By understanding conditional statements, loops, arrays, and sorting functions, you gain the ability to write flexible, efficient, and well-structured PHP programs. These fundamentals form the foundation upon which more advanced PHP concepts and real-world projects are built.